Hi, everyone. Welcome to Illinois State University. I'm Andrew Ventimiglia, and I'm an assistant professor of mass media here in the School of Communication. I was born in Chicago, but grew up not far from here in Rockford, Illinois, although between the time I left for college and now, I've lived in quite a few different places. I've lived in New York City, where I got a bachelor's and master's degree in cinema studies from New York University, and then I worked in film distribution and publicity for a couple of years. Then I moved to Northern California, where I got my PhD in cultural studies at the University of California, Davis. That's located in kind of near Sacramento, and I commuted in from Oakland for a while. After that, I did research for a few years at University of Queensland, which is in Brisbane, Australia. So very exciting. And then I came back to Illinois, also exciting. I mainly teach courses in media law and ethics here, and my research is kind of related to that. It's largely been focused on the legal and business side of media and media distribution. And I particularly look at issues around copyright, trademark, fair use, that kind of thing. And in fact, I wrote a book called Copyrighting God, Ownership of the Sacred in American Religion, which looked at how religious organizations use copyright law to control the distribution of sacred works. So while I don't teach much in that area, kind of religion and religious media, I'm really interested in that topic as well, whether it's music, film, etc. In fact, right now I'm doing some work on religious streaming sites, the kind that filter out profane, blasphemous, or violent content, and how users of those sites understand media consumption itself as a kind of religious practice. For my classes, which again are media law and media ethics, I take what I would call a case-based approach, which means thinking about how professionals in media and other areas of cultural practice and industry face real-world ethical and legal challenges. To that end, my classes focus as much as possible on thinking about these real-world challenges that you, as a professional after your education, you might face those same challenges in your career. So we look at real examples from lawsuits and other ethical issues in history. In other words, I try to get my classes in media law and ethics to think about our topics not as the stuff of abstract legal principles or ethical theories, but about the real challenges that we face in the world and the complicated ways that people have learned to respond to those challenges. My advice for students coming in would be to get to know your professors. We all want to hear from our students, we want to find out what you're interested in, and we want to find ways to connect meaningfully, even if it happens to be via email or an online meeting. That kind of connection, I think, is really mutually beneficial. It helps you as a student, and it also helps us become better teachers. So that's just to say we look forward to meeting you in this new semester and working with you to help you succeed.